It was late evening on the Shane Railway. The engines were getting ready to sleep, and some engines were getting ready to take late-night trains. The night passenger train had recently been added to the railway, as it would help get more passengers day and night. But the night train only ran once a night, so one engine was usually picked to do this. Meanwhile, as everyone was getting ready to sleep, Duncan was stuck with late-night shunting, and Smudger was asked to pull the night train tonight. The rest of the shunters had already gotten to the sheds, but Duncan was stuck late-night shunting at the harbor. He had gotten a short, funny-looking funnel after getting into a predicament with a bunch of signs and the rails at the harbor. Everyone laughed at him when they saw it. He was embarrassed. He bumped the trucks extra hard because they laughed at him the most. Oh, come on, Smudger. It can't be that bad, said Smudger. You just look really funny, that's all. Ugh, I wish I could have my own funnel already, he said angrily. You got to take a night train. Well, I'm stuck shunting. Oh, come on, Duncan. The controller picks a different engine every night. Who knows? You might be able to pull it tomorrow, if he chooses you. Ugh, I guess you're right. Maybe. But I hope I have my funnel by then. This is about your predicament earlier today, isn't it? Of course not. Okay, yes, it's about my predicament, yes, earlier today. If I had been pulling those trucks instead of pushing them, I would have seen those signs, and I wouldn't be stuck with this stupid funnel. Well, I can't talk. Gotta go. That train ain't gonna take itself. And he puffed off. Diesel 10 had to stay on the Shane Railway until Finn was all fixed up. He enjoyed his work, but was also happy that they built a new shed in the yards. I like this shed, he said. It's actually quite comfortable. And Pinchy is actually comfortable too. Ugh, stop talking about your dumb claw. Pinchy is not dumb. He is an elegant tool. He helps me with scrapping things. I'm one of a kind. I'm the only diesel with a claw. Which is what makes me the special one, and the rest of you dumb. I remember you being nicer this morning. That's because I thought it was funny, getting your predicament, just like everyone else. I mean, it even got to the controller and Derek on the other railway. And that already got to the other railway diesels by now. Smudger had to turn around in order to couple up to the coach. Smudger was soon coupled up to the coach and began reversing in order to take his train. There was a late night supply train waiting. 3 cars had been chosen for this, and also a coach. Not a very big one. Smudger continued to back up. He was hoping he wouldn't see a ghost, since it was a full moon tonight. I hope there's no ghost, he said to himself. Duncan was just getting ready to go to the sheds when his driver informed him that they were supposed to take the late-night supply train as soon as Smudger had finished up his late-night passenger train. Oh, I wish I didn't have to do this. He said grumping. So he had to wait with the cars until Smudger had come back. Smudger raced through with the coach as he continued on his way to the station. And to the point where he would switch off to the station. He backed into the station, waiting for his coach to be loaded. Hurry up, he said. This train only makes one run. And as soon as the guard blew his whistle, Smudger was off. Smudger passed over the bridge and onto the long blue iron bridge that went over the water and the viaduct. As he continued, he suddenly stopped as soon as he got to the red bricks. He saw something on the other side. "Driver," said Smudger. "Yes," his driver replied. "Was there a late-night train positioned going the same time as I did? Except for Duncan?" "No, why?" "Because I think there's something on the other side." Smudger looked around, seeing what it was. Then something shiny caught his eye. An engine that was painted gold. Then the engine moved closer, shaking as it moved. As it moved closer, Smudger realized it didn't have a face. It's coming right for us!" yelled Smudger as he reversed as fast as he could. While he was reversing, he stopped all of a sudden and saw the engine had disappeared. For 1 second he was there, the other he was gone. "That was weird," said Smudger. "An engine just can't vanish like that. Oh well, let's finish up this run. I want to get back to the sheds as soon as possible." And he raced off, finishing up his duty. Soon he entered the station on his last run. Soon he had finished up his run and was at the station where he had started. "Thank goodness this is over now," said Smudger. "Now we can go back to the sheds." As soon as Smudger got back to the sheds, he told the other engines what he saw. "That's strange," said Dennis. "An engine can't vanish like that." "Of course not," said Proteus. "Otherwise it'd be a ghost." But I thought there was no such thing as ghost," said Smudger, still freaked out by what he saw. "I'm pretty sure it was nothing," said Jacob. "Let's just hope so," said Proteus. "Otherwise Duncan should be leaving by now." And indeed he was. Soon he was told to go, and he sped off into the night. He raced through the sheds. The others were sleeping. Raced through the single house and past the old bridge that had been built, but was still very dangerous. He was almost at the same place Smudger had stopped, and saw the thing that he didn't know what it was. Duncan was just about in the same spot, the exact same spot, where Smudger had stopped. He had stopped in the very same spot. What the? There was a shiny engine with no face as it headed towards him. Stay back! Stay back! Yelled Duncan, but the engine didn't listen. It kept going until it got to the same point and vanished out of thin air. Duncan was spooked and reversed as fast as he could without stopping. Help! 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 The ghost is after me! The ghost is after me! He kept yelling. He was scared. He had also frightened the trucks and the coach. What ghost? What ghost? They yelled. The one that's coming for me! Yelled Duncan. The trucks and the coach were also frightened and began to pull back and the trucks began pulling back as hard as they could. Heading straight back for the yard. Help! Help! He yelled. As he turned the corner, he heard a clang and a crunch. What was that? Said Duncan. His funnel had fallen off and he ran over it. Now it was a shredded piece of metal on the rails. But Duncan didn't care because he still raced backwards. And he didn't stop until he got all the way back to where he started. He quickly uncoupled himself, raced down the yards. Only the turntable turned as fast as it could and raced into the old shed. Duncan shut his eyes tightly as he sat in the middle of the shed, hoping the engine would not find him. He slept uncomfortable that night. The next morning, Duncan tried telling all the shunters and Dieselton what happened. He told them he saw a ghost. That's complete rubbish, said Scamp. There's no such thing as ghost. He's right, Duncan, said Dennis. There is no such thing as ghost. Your mind just might have been playing tricks on you. Yeah, said Maven. Yeah, you've just been seeing things, said Fergus. Also, you should have taken this train last night. Now I have to take it. Fergus puffed off with the train that Duncan was supposed to deliver. Anyways, I have no time for your rubbish, said Scamp. Excuse me, I have some trucks to take to Brenda Docks on the Sodor rail on Sodor. I'm telling you the truth, he said. Yeah, right, said Dennis. Dennis zoomed away. The other gossip. Mighty Mac and Maven went to go shunt in the depot. Nobody believed him. Though Duncan was telling everyone at the sheds about it. I'm telling you the truth, he said. I saw a ghost. Yeah, right, said Fergus. Wait, what color was this ghost? Said Proteus. He was painted gold. I couldn't make out the numbers. It looked like a 6, 1, and 2. Proteus, you don't think that, said Jamie. Yes, Proteus cut him off. It's the number 4 that was brought here.